Everybody, going live a little early. Yo, I feel like you should be able to have the option to pick what backdrop you have when you load in. Backdrop's awful. Take me back to Act 4. Right. We're live, and there's a lot to go over, actually. IRL stuff I'm still trying to figure out. No updates there. But when it comes to this character, what I ended up doing over the weekend, instead of making any videos, again, because I'm like stressed out IRL stuff, I played a hardcore SSF character off stream, but not for progress. So when you ever ask yourself, like, when should I actually stop to farm? Now's a pretty good time. Interludes are a really strong option for like different specific areas you could just reset and is really good. So right now we're going to run Stones of Serral, and I'm going to show you what I've been doing. I think we ended at level 59, so I farmed 3 levels off stream, and most, I think 95% of the time it was running this, so Stones of Serral. It's a pretty straightforward map layout, but it's really good for the interludes. Give me music. Get it like as quiet as I possibly can. And it's good because you have access to, there's Abyss in here, there's the Verisium node, and then there's just random content. Sometimes you can Wisp, sometimes the Abysses in here are insane. But yeah, it's really straightforward. You tap the 6 crystals or whatever, and then you just kill the boss in the center. Boss, unless you have like good item rarity, it tends to, you know, not drop too much. So if you want to skip the boss, you can. Honestly, just running through here, killing the rares, killing the Abyss, and then the Verisium is like a super strong SSF hardcore style farm. Nothing in here is really scary. Yeah, so I did that over the weekends. And we ended up in a similar spot to my hardcore trade card. What that means is we have 2 weapons that we're ready to kill the prince with, I think. All of this, I think, is... I need to actually change around some stuff. Let's keep going. So again, you can keep running this. I've gotten a bunch of Artificer's Orbs from the Verisiums. And I think what else? I think we got some armor scraps and blacksmith, etc. Just a good amount of quality currency here. Tide Seers, I don't know. Sometimes I'll miss this checkpoint. But yeah, really chill. And we upgraded our weapons. I'm trying to remember if we upgraded any other gear. Is what ended up happening that I have a lot of gear that we're actually to the point where we're overcapped on res, and I just need to figure out how I want to swap stuff around, build this character out from here. Put a lot of points into damage, and I think that's a mistake. I think we're gonna have to go pretty heavily defensive before we fight the boss, but we'll see. But yeah, we have a good amount of item rarity, so I was getting just generic currencies over time. Good amount of the Verisium nodes will give you exalts, etc. And I'm back, kill the boss, and that's basically it. Oh, I missed one. Oh. I didn't tap this one. Our weapon swap setup's the strongest it's ever been, where we're incredibly slow on our offhand, but it does way more damage than our in-hand setup. And you can see just how slow that attack speed is right there. The only issue on a lot of these bosses, the stunning or just their movement gets them knocked off of fissures, so eventually we'll figure out a better solution to that. At the moment we're just chilling. Yeah, that's the farm that I was doing. So we farmed like 3 levels. I would just casually pick it up, do 1 or 2 runs. Okay. This really interesting item. Add.
If you find a pint out there, do bring it back.
Anyways, these were the weapons we had. Leaden Great Hammers from Act 3. Like 150 to 250 damage range, as well as, you know, no plus melee. This one had attack speed on it, which was all right. And we replaced them with heavy great hammers. So we got there, got enough strength. This one rolled had +4 all melee skills on it. Fucking crazy. We jawboned % fizz, so there's no flat fizz on it. That's why it's not like Giga. But this weapon's still insane. Same with the offhand. I need to quality it up, but we ran out of quality. Came with some strength, which is really nice, and then double fizz, triple fizz. Okay. So weapons are really good. Everything else I think we had, and the pieces that we picked up that I'm not using just yet, but I probably will use for this boss coming up, is this item. And actually, let me think about it. Let's just do the full swap now. So the only issue with this ring is there's no life. This doesn't have life, but it's got leech. And these, and then this has chaos and cold on it. If we're overcapped, I'm down to swap to chaos. Triple res. Let's step at you. So we're down lightning. Up cold. We have way too much fire, so if I have any fire socketed, we don't. Could be better gloves then, but I think we have those gloves for Dex. I don't think I got an optional body armor upgrade just yet. That's rolled fizz as well. Got a stash full of a bunch of loot, but crazy. Uh, 312, we're down. I'm looking with the well. Just so much armor evasion. Double tap lightning and then I good. On lightning. Close enough. Maxed out. And if we're gonna stick with that ring, so like that would be the case. If we just swap that ring out. But that also had strength on it, right? Let's see what's going on. Okay. Two, 6, 1. 6, 1. $50 strength if I go this route. So it does make sense why we had kept this gear on for a while. Alternative pathing I was thinking about is headed down here. Straight down. Get polymathy. Make my life a whole lot easier. Check if we strength up. I don't think so. It's tough. I'm definitely at a point where I'm second guessing going Giant's Blood on this build, especially this early. But we just kind of casually walked into being able to use it. Is it really just this? Oh, because this has strength on. It's not 312. It's actually less than 312. 17. 295. We need about 30, 34. At 8 there if I want path really hard. I just don't think it's worth. $20 strength. I could path back up. Alright, let's fuck it. Let's get this going. I put too many points here, I think. Going all out on damage just felt a little tough. One more point would get us there. We're extra. There we go. Okay.
Not a good idea.
So that works. Can I swap this back? We're pretty close. 15. -2, 6, so 14 strength. That's for the chaos. We're chilling. Leave it this. And then I think we still have an open socket too. I could just put strength into. Life in there. Then if I did want to even refund more, so that does boost our defenses a bit. It goes armor heavy though. We also now have a bunch, 3 more points for a weapon swap. What is the easiest weapon swap setup? I think we're doing 4. Doesn't make too much sense, but options I have for the two-hander. That's fine.
Let's try something else.
Definitely insane pathing, and when you're trying to kind of craft a build for the first time, never really land on exactly what you want. 2 points for the area, as well, and just go some armor evasion.
I've got a different idea.
If I really wanted to, we could just like some pathing here. Kind of guarantee. 3K armor, 2K evasion. Headed into Act 2 interludes. We got 1645 life. Let's get this going. We could also start with Howling Caves. Let's do that first. Kind of want to see, are we actually going to die to the monkey? This one has a lot of damage converted to fizz. is converted as gold, so it's not scary, but we'll see. Again, sorry for starting early. Just every now and then I like to just do the stream on my schedule. But again, once my IRL gets figured out a little bit better, I'll lock that in. Something I started to pick up on was kind of using the totems as a home base. And I'm guessing that's kind of what the build's going to start to feel like in maps, where you'd want to focus on mechanics that spawn waves, and then you just kind of set up your little station, and then the entire screen is just covered in your fissures. I think it could be kind of fun for people. Pulling up though and looking at the perfect strike build that's going a little viral, it does make a little sense why it's as popular as it is. I didn't realize it was just a single tap. Like you don't even need to hold down. This build is definitely going to perform way better on open layouts. The more closed layout, like I find myself accidentally canceling the attacks pretty often as well. Attack speed just slow, although. If I'm wearing the new helmet, I should get ward on it, so we'll do that in a second. Yeah, this and Abyss is like a pretty good visual on maybe what the end game, right? Set up fissures everywhere. And then get the totems going. Right now we have 2 totems and their duration is halved, or like 40%. I think I want to swap that out. I go for max totems needed to trigger fissures on cooldown. And then boss. I think we'll do it with a one-handed setup. So basically, the weapon split. I think it makes sense. Oh, Rogue XL. We're also out of mana. I don't know if I'd leech or mana on kill somewhere, but wait. It also might be from the +4. Oh! I was feeling it a little bit. Not here, but elsewhere. But I was pretty worried about a Rogue Exile. And actually, that's super surprising. I was not expecting this, though. Give me a sec. It was, what do you call it? It was a ranger, so that was chaos damage, and or chaos damage was chaos res is 15. Could run it back real quick as well, just to see exactly what happened. But I don't really think we need to run it back. Yeah, let's do it though. But again, surprising. So if I wanted, we got thrown back into softcore SSF, and there's like a lot of stuff you'd have to go through if you wanted to do it again. Instead, let's go back to the caves. I want to fight the monkey. Kind of curious to see if we get one shot. But yeah, unexpected. I'm also... What is happening? Never mind. I think we... Dude, no, we bricked the build. That's all that was. Man. Alright, so this is a lesson in, at least I think that's what happened. This was my main hand. 314. My offhand took off my helmet, my chest piece, and my gloves. I needed 30 more decks. From where? That's 5% dex, and then 5 there. Yo. Let me pull up Twitch and ban that guy. Based. Twitch auto playing music is just a nightmare. Okay, let me pull up. I'm gonna pull up the YouTube VOD. But that makes way more sense that it wasn't just us casually dying to some dumb shit. Like it was a bad decision. Moments. Okay. Grab a window. Let's grab this window. Alright, so this is the VOD. I mean, we might just die to it legit, honestly. I think we died to it legit. So the life over here, 1645, that's the main hands. And then if I did accidentally weapon swap, I mean, I might have purposely weapon swapped to try to kill this thing, because it's the main clear is using like attack speed and doesn't do a ton of damage. So like here we're fine. Our Sark ward is okay. Okay, yeah, yep. God damn it. Okay, so this is a good learning moment for anybody trying to weapon swap, especially hardcore SSF. So it's so difficult to do it while you're leveling up. So when I'm like trying to formulate a build, what I'm attempting to do is like figure out maybe the pathing that you want to do at any given time so that it feels good to play. We've had a difficult time going about it. The gear swap we just made was in order for us to have a higher armor evasion helm setup, which gives us more sword cord, which gives us more defense, as well as chaos res, a bit more chaos res. We actually had to drop the chaos ring, but anyways, it is what it is. Yeah, as soon as we weapon swapped again, that, I mean, it's on me, but it's also just like, if this is a core feature of your game, make it more clear that my fucking, all of my gear is broken, right? Like, don't show it on my character if I'm not having it equipped. That'd be fucking sick, but GG's. We can keep playing, but it is what it is. I think we just, yeah, I mean, just some chaos explosions. Let's actually see. Yeah, I mean, it might not even have been chaos. If it was lightning, we're dead. 35% lightning reds, 0 evasion. So, brutal way to go. But I'd have to think exactly what I'd want to run back. When we were playing the Mace Druid, it took me a long time to actually hit maps. I think Mace Druid we can actually check because it's in the name. Mace Druid 5 is the one that we actually ended up in endgame with. This guy is the first of our mercenary Mace setups. And I mean, it was fun to figure out fissures and see if there's something to it. I think there is an endgame playstyle for it. I think there is some kind of endgame setup that you can do. It's just going to be hard to pull off on hardcore SSF quickly. So actually check our slash played. 14 hours, and probably maybe 3 of those were from me farming just offline. Trying to think, definitely brutal. And then again, just a good reminder, weapon swap, always check. I feel like I saw it too, and I just didn't pick up on it. Ah, everything, okay. We could go the alternative, which is Monk, and then do this all again. Just a completely different setup. Monk fissures, and then maybe scaling. So like Monk has no fire damage, right? There's some, and for some reason, there's a lot more cold. So we could do something like Frostburn. What are the called? It's called. Fuck. I think we got them on our other character, or we got them on hardcore. Fuck me. I mean, we could do gemling. Just give me one moment, Burbeck. Also can do a little update on the softcore trade character. Swap back to using a shield. Tried to craft the god tier weapon. T1, T1, T4. Onslaught, some attacks. I just don't know. Yeah, I don't know exactly what I'm thinking about doing. Because I don't want to run back the Fisher build. I didn't really enjoy leveling it. And a majority of the time we were just leveling as like Bone Shatter Rolling Slam, which again is my favorite. Like, I honestly think that setup is why I have so much fun with Path of Exile. I've yet to run another leveling setup that I enjoy nearly as much. But it's this character had Defiance of Destiny at the start of maps, and Defiance is basically it's the same thing. So if you have like a bunch of tiny hits coming in, they're just healing you up if you ever start getting chunked. Or at least that's how it felt. But it was really hard to hit that I wanted to swap. It's hard to hit all res cap with it. Let me think. Because Gemling would just be me following in Alex's footsteps. We just try out the Perfect Strike build. I did want to try Fishers, but could try Druid, Bear Fishers. But just try a completely new class. I'm game to do that. That was what I initially was doing in, I think 0.3 or 0.2 even. I just picked some new shit and just went with it. So I'm kind of down. It's how we got there at Chronomancer. I had a Chronomancer that I felt like a lot of fun. Really similar to the Warrior setup where I was just doing a ton of stuff and then eventually you set up and you just do a ton of boss damage. It'd be cool to see if that still works, but I don't think it does. Yeah, yeah. Oh. On Oracle. Interesting. We never did Oracle, I did for the Mace guy. For our Shaman, we ran... what is it tell me? We ran Shaman. And we ran Shaman because reactive growth and Avatar of Evolution are nutty. Defensively. This is pretty strong offensively. Oh, and then I just ran... yeah. This is a really cool character. Super tanky too. 2k life, 5.6k ES, and then guard from Old Ross. Again, super basic. So this was more of just, can I do it again? The other thing that I wasn't familiar with is apparently a lot of people, you just migrate your character, so then you lose access to everything that you had. But when I run it back, it's kind of fun to just have all the shit there. I think if you want to swap classes, that makes sense. Could go monk. I'm down.
Pagan, you failed to liberate your brothers, just as you
Mace,
failed in
monk.
causing my subjects against me. Call out to your dreamer.
Okay.
Let us see if he answers.
Monk, Macer. This was my other early concept, and we'll actually see how it feels, but monks have something called Hollow Form. I don't even know where it is. I think it's probably Martial Artist. But it allows you to like tap a move and then like a bunch of ghosts do that move for you. So what I was thinking was I could do same kind of weapon swap setup, where I have you know, a really slow Fisher, and then I Hollow Form for
Rest now. I will see about this Miller.
triggering it instead of using totems. And then whatever the Hollow Form is could just totally do a ton of damage as well. Like, Hollow Form scaling should scale pretty hard. Whereas totem scaling is just completely different. Never played a monk. No clue. We're going in blinds, and could update the YouTube title. And we're Falling Thunder. You get level 1. What the fuck? I thought Falling Thunder was the one where you jump. Interesting. Oh, what the? Bro, why is that so slow? I understand why everybody hates maces now. That's really surprising. This is the first quarterstaff skill. I don't think.
The miller has seen better days. Lightning!
Anyways, brutal, dude. It's brutal. We will change the title, maybe. Thumbnail. Nah, we'll leave it. Damn, it's a bit of knock, and then you're good.
My trade continues.
We're probably not going to level as Maces. I probably will just try out some quarterstaff stuff. I don't actually know what uniques we got. I think I did pick up the unique that's good for
The discipline of
leveling.
the forge has taught him strength.
The helmet. Use it at level 11. That's kind of sick. We got an insane body armor, I think, that would have been good for any builds. Level 45. We got some options.
I fear this land. Stay safe, if you can.
I sense the
Um,
fear.
Do I want to learn a new class? Or would I just want to fuck around and play it? Because that sounds fun. Except this time it'd just be rolling. But same deal, there's no flat attack speed or attack damage. Straight through. Grab that. Okay, there's a ton here. God damn. Only issue strength. We're missing strength and we're not going to get easily, so we'd have to path out if I needed to. But I think we just go straight through here. And then skill speed. It's just a lot of attack speed. Damage is extra lightning could be fine. I'm down to do that. And then, see, so this is as far back as it goes, I think. We had some insane maces from Act 1. Yeah. We could start with this. Requires 11 strength. Or 7. Can't use any of this gear yet. That Amy doesn't have strength on it. Anything else like we can use at level 0? A level 11 item too. That's 15. Hey, there you go. Yo, what the fuck? Yo, Bramblejack is a level... Okay, that's... So that's why you use that shit. That's why that's an item in the game. Level 5 spear if I want to go spears. Quarterstaff we actually got. Yeah.
Take a look.
Let's see if there's any strength.
Deal.
I have a lot of gold. Buy some, can you socket stuff like Insta? Oh, no strength socket either.
Not surprised to see a thief in a place like this.
Alright, we'll go through and level up, and then, swap to the mace. And then just insta-die. Anyways, IRL. IRL is just a never-ending sort of thing. I still haven't figured it out. In-game, I guess, mirrors that. I'm normally pretty safe. Weapon swaps, just no bueno. But I do love Act 1. So if all I needed to do was play through Act 1 4 times in a row to get some maps, I'd be happy.
Speaking of, let's investigate that remnant. But look here.
But yeah, hardest part about going for a Mace Merc, no, we're moving on. A Mace Monk setup is going to be the attributes, and again, now we're really far away from polymathy, so I'm not sure how this is going to go. I have no clue on the defenses. All I'm thinking about is Game Fisher. Sounds pretty interesting. Strength on it will win. But yeah, Bramblejack's probably crazy. So like, it like tripled our life. Like early game uniques seem to be just game breaking. Nice. All right. Maces are a go. Do you start Bone Shatter first? I feel like you do. Round throw this. And just go Bone Shatter. Now we just auto attack into Bone Shatter. Just kidding. Our auto attack's gonna one-shot everything because his mace was insane when we first got it. This means we don't have to go through and do everything and unlock everything again, right? Like the runes and all that hopefully should be fine. We unlock like the abyss, all that kind of junk. I think it's just good to go.
Each victory is but another milestone on the endless path. A remnant of the old magics.
And then actually just committing to leveling maces like this, I think I'm just gonna cruise. We'll see what the version of it looks like on this side of the tree, but we won't be going Giant's Blood. It'll probably be Transit plus shield. See, maybe we'll do the parry thing again. That might be fun. We'll go see if we have one-hander shields. I don't think we saved any good one-handers, but if we do, make all this a lot easier, I guess. Start at M2. I don't know if you get access to the first. I guess you must. A new character, like the guaranteed like bonus loot. If we get access to all those again, it's a pretty good way to farm up some stuff. If I find, yeah, I was gonna say, we'll kill this boss. Kind of curious to see how much damage this is, or like how fast we're just gonna on it. All.
I best not tarry.
Slam. Now rolling slam is probably gonna everything. Yeah, damn. I'll think about again going into today's stream is supposed to be pretty chill. I was gonna have a lot of fun killing Prince, I think, and we can maybe go back in that off stream. Or like set it up so that I could just go live and then kill with that character off stream. But this does kind of feel similar to when we got our Mace Shaman finally going. Because on our Mace Shaman we had was Tree Fingers, and it allowed us to dual wield two-handers on the Shaman. Giant's Blood all the way across the map. I think the gearing is going to be more interesting on the Monk because we get to go ES. I don't know how we're going to get ES Leech. We could go Fissures as lightning damage, and then I don't know if there's lightning leech somehow. No clue. Out of flags. Going.
I have no room for that. Savor the feeling. Keep. I've no need for that.
I was feeling it a little bit when I was farming off stream, where I was just having fun playing the game. Like actually just playing and getting gear, I still enjoy. So I think if I, instead of going for like the full new leveling build setup, and then just go with what I know, I think we're gonna have a lot more fun with it, and that's what I discovered on the Druid.
A malicious.
I initially was running, I was trying to go like plant fizz stuff, and I had no clue what we were doing, or if it was like even a thing. It's like Giga now, but I can't remember exactly what it took to get there last league, because it made a ton of changes since. This is normally when you can just one-shot him with Bone Shatter, but we're doing too much damage.
I must maintain a fine balance.
Shields. Yeah, sure. Andrew. This.
Why would I? Anything take your fancy? Go well.
And then let's check gear again. So this is a usable piece from back when we were leveling. So is this item rare. I think everything in 22 is the leveling stuff. Really shitty. Ah, level 11 is when we got a decent one-hander. Well then. Skill gem level 3. Level 6. Oh yeah, and then what you can do, I forgot about this. On a new character, if you have the orbs, you could just hit it and start supporting this with a bunch of extra stuff. Which, oh, we do have some, okay. Aftershock 1. Go Fire Attunement early because there's not many options. Fist of War, sure. We don't have enough strength. We gotta go Dex, Rapid Attacks. Why not? And then we've got 6 support gem 5s just waiting in the wings. That's kind of nice. Concussive runes. Oh, you can just do this. How much Verisium for this thing? Oh. It puts a level requirement on it. Yeah, no. How much does concussive use? It doesn't. No, it does. 7 ward. 7. Want to put on the shield. Put on the gloves.
Not bad, if you ask me. Well.
Did you have? Good. Now the others.
Time to discover what truly happened out here.
Then we go Grellwood. That's we kill the witch.
What foulness dwells
That's what the one-hander. Holy shit.
here? Die forgotten.
Support on Bone Shatter that stared. Yeah, why not? Or well, let's just say.
I've never known mushrooms to grow in this part.
Yeah, I mean,
The face.
get back into it. I'm trying to remember the classic just go run it back moments in any of the streamers that I watch. But a lot of them just run it back, so that's what we're gonna do. And as you can see, as soon as you swap to the one-hander, you actually get access to... Where does like the regen is really bad on it too, so 10 might not even be enough. We gotta... but yeah, I think it's gonna be super easy for us to level if I do what I know. Whereas the Fisher stuff was incredibly slow. Even if we weapon swapped attack speed.
A rune stone.
No, do I have to do this? I hope I don't. I mean, we already have it, right? I don't have to. We already have the Verisium ammo. That's my thought. We'll see. It might be a character specific thing, but sure.
He has the manner of a man, lost his own mind.
Let's just go random mode. Be talking for a bit. Got back into PUBG a little bit over the weekend as well. Again, I'm just trying to distract myself. Let me see. Been keeping updates on emails, just nothing. I'm hoping it's just a situation where things are busy, but I don't know, I've just been pretty down lately on actually what's going on. So randomly over the weekend, me and a friend pulled up PUBG. We're like, we've been playing some arenas in WoW, and that's 2s. And then going from that 2s to like PUBG 2s is pretty fun. But it'd been so long since we'd played that it's like crazy to see how much the game has changed. I was making sure to save the PoE2 hardcore content for stream, so I was just like taking it really easy. So like the PUBG lobbies were where I was feeling some amount of hardcore trauma. Basically war sim, I don't know, man. The sound effects going from like 0 to 100, right? You're just kind of walking around and then all of a sudden somebody's shooting at you and it sounds like an actual machine gun. I don't know how to explain like how, like, I've played so many FPS games and the sounds in PUBG are just fucking crazy. Like the only sound from Counter-Strike that I remember is the op. I don't think I remember anything else. Maybe the Deagle. But they were never like traumatizing. They're just iconic. Whereas like the PUBG like AK, like you hear somebody spraying you and you're fucking dead.
Somewhere in the darkness, a soul lies dreaming of hate.
Anyways, how's it going, dude? Not gonna be streaming PUBG anytime soon. However, I tried back in the day for a little bit. That was like early Twitch, and there was no universe I was making that work. I was good, but like being good wasn't at all important at that time. We were reminiscing on we've dropped in a few iconic spots right now already. Me and Coco have hit the PewDiePie bridge. We've hit the ninja. Ooh, I can't remember the name of the town. But he was on top of boxes and he was just shit talking somebody, just losing his goddamn mind with. I don't know if it was like, I don't know if he always had blue hair or if he like made the swap at some point. But this was like iconic, like early ninja moments. We've yet to go back to school, and that's where I feel like Shroud kind of popped off. Crazy how many big, like, of the biggest streamers of all time I feel like broke out through PUBG a bit. And then Fortnite just took over. Yeah, PUBG, I mean, PUBG was really old. We should be able to shock now. Kind of curious to see how easy it is with the one-hander setup. Also, we can get Infernal Cry. Oh, you do get the bonus on a new character? Oh yeah. if I want bossy. That might be boss checkpoint actually. Yeah, this is, so we started stream on our Mercenary, and then I set something up wrong. And then I walked into maps with 0 defenses and died. So this is a new character. So we were leveling a monk this time around, whereas before I was leveling Mercenary. Monk's a little bit further out from the Mace starting area, so this is going to be interesting. But I'm not going to go the endgame build that I'm looking to do. I'm just going to go this kind of default build that I already have a lot of experience on. Oh yeah, we just instantly jock now. Swap that to 3.
Forbidden thaumaturgy causes nothing but
But yeah, this is my second character, and I didn't do a transfer or like you can migrate your character, so you start with like a fresh stash. This is my character with gear that my other character had. So I'm just walking through Act 1 blowing shit up. I need it right now. I need to just be able to play the game and just have fun.
this place harbors an everlasting.
It's going to be a little less interesting though, I think. Right now the pathing is going to be the most interesting part. And on a monk, figuring out where we get strength. Like, let me actually pull up I'll pull up the tree, because that's another pretty well built part of Path of Exile 2 that they've got. Essentially, early notables have a high likelihood of having the alternate attribute. So like this has int. So I think it's just int here. I'm not really sure where the strength is coming from. Tenfold attacks up there. Blast charge per second, so like flask recovery could be good. And then we'll definitely go armor or evasion energy shield, I think, for defense. Edge, that'll be a whole nother thing to figure out. There's not a whole lot of strength here. PoE2 is a. I don't want to do.
How can I
Dude.
anything take your fancy?
This is like Dave Portnoy tier of like, how do you rate it? Because like I can't give it a 1.
Good scrap.
Because what the fuck is a 1? But it should be a 1. Like this world, there is like 0 upside here.
Deal.
It's a really horrible universe to live in.
Go well.
So if I didn't want to go, I'd give it a 2. Right? On the off chance that you become a god. Yeah. I'll pull it up if you want, Chawan. But it was really it's a really good learning moment. Let's finish out the, let's see, graveyard here real quick, and then I'll go pull up the death clip. It's also just earlier in the stream if you want to see it, but I weapon swapped. I swapped gear, I swapped attributes, and then I went into Rogue Exile fight with like my normal farm setup, and then I weapon swapped to my bossing setup, and I hadn't done the weapon swap pre-right, so my bossing setup removed my chest piece, my helm, and my gloves, leaving me with 0 evasion, 25 hold res, etc., and then the Rogue Exile just one-shot me. So, really good learning moment that if you're going some kind of weapon swap thing, maybe don't do it while leveling. Maybe save all the weapon swap complicated pathing or whatever for later in the game when you can be pretty confident in your builds. But it was disappointing. But we're now on a monk. And I'm now committing to just going Bone Shatter Rolling Slam while we're leveling, and then figuring out, I don't know when you get Hollow Palm. But whenever we get that, I'll think about doing Fissures. Yeah, it was a sad way to see it go. It's just, it is what it is. But again, at least, I mean, there could be a learning moment part of the... That'd be a fun video to make. I'm a little inspired. So Chris Wilson just put out a new video on his channel. And he detailed his process for making YouTube videos. And he... Like, I'm blown away, man. He like he does research, and then he takes his notes and script, I think, and he runs it by people. And then when he's done with the video, he runs the video by people before he uploads anything. So like Chris Wilson is out here, I mean, he has the luxury of doing whatever the fuck he wants. He can spend as much time as he wants on this kind of stuff, but like, there are definitely times where I put a lot of effort into these videos, and it's just like, unsure if it's worth the effort. But to hear him and how he approached it was kind of, it was cool. I appreciate it. But we could do like a, I tried to level my hardcore character up, explain how I approached it, and then end it with a fucking dying to some of the dumbest shit ever. We're going pretty quick, so if I'm not careful, I feel like we could die here. I think it's going to be pretty unlikely until maybe towards the end of Act 1. But we'll see. We don't even have a belt. Let's go check our level 10 yet. Go check our stash though. See if there's any snag real quick. 22 was our leveling. No, that's gem that we had. Infernal Cry going? Do we have any Infernal Cry supports left over? I don't think so. We're gonna have a good amount of currency. Yeah. Let me check the belts. False belts? Oh, as soon as you put something on it. Yeah. Uniques will run it through again. But I think this helm, this is the helm we're going to swap to, is pretty nice. Chuck that on, get some fire res for free. Feels like I ripped since last time I was here asking about Mace crafting advice, but a real Sork can be. Ah, nice. Sork is wild. The last time I played Sork, I went Chronomancer, and then they changed the setup that I went completely. So I don't know exactly how it feels, but I found a way to like enjoy. I found a way to kind of make it feel like the Giant's Blood setup. Where like I go for like a huge setup on a stun, or like I go for a huge setup on a boss, and then I use all my abilities at once, and then it turns into like a kind of one-shot thing. But that was in 0.3, I think. Far out. This guy's taking no damage. Hey, scary? Not scary enough. Bramblejack level 1? Dude, I'm never gonna disrespect Bramblejack again, man. Bramblejack is the fucking leveling dude.
Rejoin your family, tortured soul.
I'm picking up another runestone nearby.
I really don't think I have to do the Runstones again, so I won't.
Familiar terrain. I must be getting close to the village.
9 level Lemon is our next spike here. Yeah, I don't know. I just, I didn't have a plan for today's stream if the character died, so that's why we're just running back Act 1 again. Because this is something that I could just do instantly and then make it super easy if I want to keep going. But just, it's like a no-brainer. Whereas next stream, if I didn't have Act 1 completed, I might go completely sideways on an idea and like, maybe I will stream PUBG. But when it comes to building the audience up that I wanted to from the start of 0.5, as well as we pushed harder in 0.4. Uh-oh. Woo! It's sticking with PoE2.
Straight to it then.
And I'm feeling pretty confident. We can make a difference here. There's some pretty cool stuff I was doing off stream on the like defensive kind of help the community type of stuff. Yeah. I think it's in the title. Yeah. We're rocking. So I ran hardcore SSF Merc, and we had made it to the basically to early maps. And then the character died, started the stream. So we are now leveling a Mace monk, which was one of my other ideas. I was going Merc because of the weapon swap, the 100 weapon swap mechanic, and I thought that'd be fun. It's fucking horrible while you're leveling. So like, picking that ascendancy was me just committing to late game. It's not bad. There's no reason to go 100 weapon swap points while you're level. So instead we went Sword Ward. And it wasn't, like, none of that was really why I was playing in the first place, so I wasn't super committed to Mercenary over anything else. A lot of people were telling me to go Gemling too, because it's like popping off right now, but didn't end up going that way.
I sense
The end game, right now we're going to be leveling Rolling Slane Bone Shatter, but then the end game is going to be Fissures, I think. I want to go Hollow Palm Fissures. So trying to use Hollow Palm to set up, you know, triggering the 0.2 attacks every second. However, I think Hollow Palm procs at the same time, which means this might be fucked. So maybe I should actually look up Hollow Palm first. But either way, I think uh-oh. I'm not dying again. Not today. Not today, motherfuckers. You know, especially in Act 1 and especially on a run back, there's no shame here. I need to get a leech going. Or I need to get a large flask at this point. That's fine. We had 2 moments like that on our other character, and both of the moments came from strong boxes. I've been caught off guard by the amount of like mobs that spawn from strong boxes, as well as the damage from them. Who's fucking brutal. Okay, so I think we actually just go the two-hander. Because the two-hander, the one-handed setup right now isn't doing enough to trigger Bone Shatter instead. But yeah, we played a lot of hardcore SSF in Temple League. We didn't really do any snaking for a while there. The chaos setup was pretty tough. Forget what the exact room is called, but it was a pretty interesting league to go hardcore SSF, because the temple was really good for currency, but then it was also really good for like if you go hardcore, the leg and arm augments that you get are permanent. So we were basically playing with like extra free buffs, perma, which is kind of sick. I didn't end up getting to the temple on my hardcore trade character this league because, I mean, I did try for like a sec, and then it kept destroying all my rooms, and then I ran out of juice. But I just didn't fuck.
The benevolent dreamer? It couldn't be.
We ran it just so much last league that I really could care less about running it again. And then the only thing that we need to do is kill Atsiri. But I held off on doing that a little bit. But yeah, I think there could be a YouTube video that we can make on the Mace Mercenary. And that could be a style of video that we make. So I'll think about it. We have all the VODs saved. Because I don't have webcam on, I mean, even with webcam on, I could just mute the audio and then do voiceover. But we'll see. Again, IRL stuff is going to take prio. Guessing the boss is the one that's down here. Wide. The boss is top right then. But yeah, it was really interesting going fissures, because what I realized was like it kind of felt like you could just use the fissures in the rolling slam for extra damage. The only issue with that is we don't need extra damage. And it just made it more clunky. And there was definitely a point where I almost got my character killed because they had too many buttons to press. And like they weren't good buttons. They were just, it was just overkill. Alright, let's swap this. Two-hander on. I was gonna go up here. Just way more attack damage. We do need defense though. And this is laid out very differently than... This is really interesting. So melee, the first 5 points take you to damage, and then you can keep going damage. But they split off into like a mandatory 4 points. These 4 points are insane while leveling. Here, it splits off into 2, and that's it. Like, I'm not going to keep going down here. It doesn't necessarily need to happen. These points are insane. It might just be this. So we hit 2 points here, and then, oh, this is 5 points. Christ, that's a lot of points. But we'll do that after damage. We're still pathing strength. A big fan of a lot of the changes they made for, oh, we're level, dude, I'm blanking. I thought we were level 10 still. Go get the helm. Oh, and we could go kill Crowbell before we do this too. Let's grab, oh, everything. Oh, we can use the... okay. Save our old mace. Swap to this one-handed mace, or one-hander setup. Bramblejack is just something we're gonna keep. This helm, let's actually swap to that just for the armor of it. Yeah. Killing. And then... never mind, we're going this helmet. Right. Arian's Cobble. Actually quality up. Could be fun. We're at 25 strength, so we can support Fist of War. We could even do heavy.
This so
Yeah.
Put it one. Take a look.
Definitely a big fan of 0.5 so far. One of my friends has already done so. We're pushing to the end game and like unlocking everything in the end game is it takes a while. Especially if you're not heavily just trading for everything. They've made a bunch of tweaks, I think, since the league launched. I'll actually try the one-hander real quick. It's almost good enough. We'll stick with two-hander. But that's all to say, if we keep playing, it's gonna be stuff like this. Where the end game is something you can kind of easily burn yourself out on. Or not even burn out, like you can just clear it, have a good time. And then it eventually gets to a point where you're just doing the same thing over and over again. Whereas I actually really enjoy just leveling. I wish I was somebody who had the personality that could get into speedrunning. And in 0.2, I started to learn some of the strats. But it was just for leveling. It wasn't necessarily for speed leveling. Whoa, what the fuck? Yo, we got burst. Oh, the totems. Alright, we died with the, some good shit on. I was gonna say, I was distracted, but I was gonna say, we died with the good mace, but we still have the other mace before. I just, like, I could level however many times. I'm just kind of chilling. I don't think we're gonna run it back completely, right now. We're about an hour and a half in, so if I did, yeah, we'll see. Let me think about, if I don't spice it up, it does get a little boring. Could go Sork maces. Could just run the monk back. We died to a mechanic because I was distracted. When we ran 0.4, I ran a practice stream, and the practice stream wasn't for playing, it was for playing while streaming. It's hard to stay focused when you're just yapping. But I've never died to that boss before. I died to a totem off screen. It was doing a damage pulse that I'd never seen before. I don't want to... We'll boot the monk back up. So, monk, macer 2. And then we have access to the two-hander. So we'll get to... Let's say I'm down to commit to clearing graveyard. Yeah, a good chunk of the leveling gear is gone, though. Oh, as well as all the gems and shit, yeah.
Rest now. I will see about this miller.
That was brutal. Today's just been a brutal day. It is what it is. I also have like no, like the character from earlier I had some attachment to, but not in the way that I've had with other characters. It wasn't fun. Like Fishers weren't fun, really. And I was planning on making them fun, but to level up and have it be like when people say maces are slow, Bone Shatter, Rolling Slam, or just Leap Slam, Bone Shatter. It's pretty quick, and you can full screen clear basically with it. So I never really felt like it was bad. Oh, but the Fisher setup, I was getting pretty sick of it. Whereas that monk was ready to go. He died too soon. But that seemed fine, I think. We'll just run it back. We could go this way for more defenses, but I actually don't know. I think the boots... We tripled our EHP at level 1. It's like the early part of that was super fucking easy. And then the only way we use this mace, which I'm super glad we swapped off of that... Oh, there we go. Okay. Run it back.
I fear this. I've collected these over time. What do you think? I hope it helps. Goodbye.
How can I?
Yes, these are just some odds and ends of mine.
But yeah, we had I'm trying to think. The last time we had some difficulty on leveling, I don't feel like it was... Like, 2 of our characters maybe died live. Like the first new Mace shamans, I think. One of them died off stream, and then I like ran it back all off stream before the next stream. But it just normally... My plan is to just make it not happen that often. And today we were rushing a little bit, because I wanted to get this done before 8-ish. Could hop on and play some games with friends, but... It is what it is. This boss without rolling slam will be a little annoying. I think you can actually get a skill gem. But yeah, when I was just in the Freythorn, man, the first hit of damage that I took, I was like, it was like mental damage. I was like, where did that come from? I was really confused. And then the second one that killed me made me realize what was happening. The shit off screen, man. It'll get you. Campsite. No campsite. No rolling slam for this boss. Should be fine. The auto attack on the Mace is killer. We also lost our concussive on
Each victory is but another milestone on the endless path.
the bone shatter from before, which concusses crazy. We'll have to get another one of those somehow. I think it's crazy at least. We played for a bit before I swapped. Oh, there we go. And wait. Exit. No idea. This is not. Maybe top left. Yeah, deaths happen very quickly in this game. The only time that I felt like, I mean, it still happened quickly, but it was more of an inevitable thing. In the end of last league, our character did Arbiter of Ash, and we died because we had a debuff that stopped regen. And like, I didn't know what was happening when it happens. And afterwards, I've now, like, I now know, I think that was the one mechanic I didn't understand, and now I understand it. But it was a moment where it was like, I don't think you can log out in that fight. Maybe you can. But we just didn't. Title of the stream was Arbiter of Ash dies or I die. So we committed. But that was the only time when it was like, oh no, the character's dead like 10 seconds before. And I think we even could have survived too. Witches. But yeah, when it comes to leveling, again, part of why I liked doing this series for streaming was because it was a bit of continuity. So we could get some regulars who were stopping by to see how the character was going, but it doesn't work if the characters die. So there is some part of me that maybe wants to just run, like keep going on the SSF characters if they die. Just so we could get like, okay, finish up, you know, the Fisher Mercenary 100 weapon swap builds, just so we could see how it feels in the endgame. I just feel like if we're gonna do that, Raid is better. If I'm gonna be a build guy, it's like, why am I not just using Raid? And then if we want to keep the hardcore mentality, right, then it'd be hardcore trade, but we don't have a softcore trade character. So if our hardcore character dies, it'd be going to a just completely empty league. It's just a lot of words to say that dying is a problem. But dying is also where the weight of all this kind of comes in. Where if we play hardcore, I mean, one, when I'm playing, I have to commit, right? Like, decisions matter. I can't just dick around. But then two, it's actually, you know, people are stopping by for that reason. But actually no. So like Mathel is he's like an all-timer, and I don't think he ever really got into hardcore SSF. I think he's always been just kind of softcore, pick a builds, play it out however he wants, just have a good time with it. So you can definitely, I think you can probably go that route. I've just always liked caring about defenses, and I did it in PoE1 for the reason of leveling. Like the idea of like, oh, you know, worrying about defenses, so you don't have to worry about dying and you can actually level up. But that game, especially now, in trade you should just go all out damage. In softcore, sorry.
Savor the field.
I was playing on nerf builds for the entirety of my PoE experience. The one time I actually got access to a meta skill, it was Volcanic Fissure of Snaking. And that was like early exposure to Fub Gun. It felt like cheating. It was the least I'd ever tried, and it was the strongest character I think I'd ever played. It was up there at least. Back to flasks.
A malicious presence lingers here.
Maybe not. I think you could have flask set up. Oh, this is super dangerous. Yeah, I think we keep with the hardcore. Right now we're like pseudo SSF, where it's like, I mean, we're 100% SSF, but like a lot of people do the migration on their characters after they die. That's not going to be my plan. I think that's better for if you're wanting to like speed run, because then you actually have to start fresh. That's kind of how every single league start is going to go. Whereas me, again, I don't have a lot of time to play it these days. Or like, that isn't my plan long term. I'm not looking to put in a ton of time. Whereas last league it was like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, around like 2 hours. That's what I'm attempting to target here, but we'll see how it goes. Up. I'll run it back.
Sorry, please. Take your time. I will treasure it.
5. That was the first time in a while where a trip was just guaranteed to kill. Normally later on, I have enough leech, I have enough defenses, etc. that I actually haven't had any issues with getting tripped up. But low on flasks and you're poisoned here, no bueno. But yeah, as long as I keep the mental up and we just kind of take this as something fun that I do that I actually also feel like people can learn from, that's been kind of our MO for a while now. The Mace focus is partly just because when it comes to playing this game, rolling slam into Bone Shatter is some of the most like satisfying gameplay. Or like once you hit it and then you just hit the Bone Shatter and everything just gets screen cleared. Actually have a support. We don't have support yet. Without impact shockwave early, it's actually kind of brutal. But when you get that and everything is just kind of chaining, but not like chain, just like a single massive hit that blows the screen up. It's a lot of fun. Oh, we already have those? Interesting.
A malicious presence
I didn't know what happens if it came back after already having the things in your inventory. Going some kind of strike build could be fun. Like maybe just an auto attack build while leveling. Auto attack was like super big early on. And then triggering like Herald of Ice explosions with it to screen clear. I never did that, because again, there's just so many what feels like unintended mechanics in this game that I've just kind of stayed away from because I knew they get ripped. But it turns out just the AoE was also unintended. Like, Area of Effect was applying twice to the strike skill setup. But I kind of want to go back. It was a lot of fun. Using auto attack to like one-shot everything on screen was sick. And it was during the era where I didn't understand plus gem levels was insane for melee. In PoE1, it's like a non-issue. You almost never go levels of gems on attacks. Oh. Fine. That was pretty close. Alright, got the extra life out. Make sure we don't die like before.
Sorry, Finn makes fun of another for my collection. Then goodbye.
We could just buy stuff while we're here.
Deal. Till next time.
Yeah, I was hoping for a Prince kill today instead of... Like, we didn't even need to go into the Howling Caves there, but anywhere we went, we're gonna get our character killed. We were getting... No, we weren't getting that Rogue XL. It really was just the single weapon swap on it that fucked us. But, like, I wish I had reacted faster. I just assumed it was actually possible that my character could die. And just kind of took it on the chin, but like the reality was... I fucked up. Yo, I hate this layout. Okay. Might have had to hang up top. But I think they'll both be down here, is my actual guess. Nope. What the fuck? Strip. They're both over here? Super weird layout. That's another thing that I wish I got better at doing, but like memorizing map layouts is another thing that I never really enjoyed. Oh, is it boss time? Oh, okay. Dude, today I have not been locked in. Uh-oh. And he's dead. Not even close, dude.
Sleep now, then dream no longer.
Alright, I said we're gonna go through clear cemetery.
Hello.
Probably chill at that point, but got
Any that catch
Cure
your eye?
ES is probably fine for us to rock over anything else right now.
Oh, I like this one.
Level 3 skill jump. Infernal.
I would ask, if you find a fight out there, don't bring it back.
Good. Now the others.
Time to discover what truly happened out
But yeah, if I'm gonna be playing this game a bunch, leveling a bunch, it might be good to get a. There's like add-ons that show you map layouts and stuff like that, but more so just remembering and relearning how to. Not that one. Getting a better feel for like what even potential layouts they have, but I think we should just wait for 0.1 launch. They've already made changes every single act, so we're gonna have to relearn everything eventually. It's I'm just kind of chilling.
getting through here.
If the
Like right here, like respawn at checkpoint or whatever. I don't know if you could do it on hardcore.
old magic still thrives.
We also skipped the boss in here last time. If I hit it, we'll go.
Singing soothes the soul.
Getting latency spikes. Just chill for a sec. 720. Okay. Every now and then while we're streaming, we get that. I believe it's just. But wondering if there's happens like my apartment that kind of spikes it sometimes. But we are hardwired, so normally it'd be something like Wi-Fi. Messing with the Wi-Fi. Yeah, there's explanation there. Chest, we gotta. We'll keep going the shock setup. Seem to proc a okay amount. We're not doing too much lightning damage with the mace that we had. It was mostly fizz, and then the second mace, I think, same deal.
A rune stone.
This, so you have to actually complete this. Get like locked out, progressing. Alright, Pharaoh, let me through. Bud.
These inscriptions, I've never laid eyes on them before. Keep up the search.
Could be cemetery. Clear these two bosses and then Lachlan.
He has the
Chill.
manner of a man.
But yeah, we'll see if I end up making the sort of Merc overview video. I don't even know what kind of video you'd call that.
Dearest daughter, beloved.
It's also, I don't even think it was a good death clip. I should have been fuck, man. That's something else I should get really good at doing. I didn't realize people were making death compilations, but like, if you get really good at reacting in the moment, you know, get a little pop off. I think that rare could fucking kill us. Not gonna lie right now. I think that rare is gonna fucking kill us. Flame's just insane. Oh my god, yeah. What the fuck? Why isn't our flask fucking healing us? What is this? Heal me, motherfucker. Holy shit, dude. I didn't see any degen on us. We were just lightninged up, man. The fuck is that? Okay. Oh my god. Ooh. Defenses are going to be a problem on this character. We were cruising earlier because we had like 3 times the EHP we were supposed to have at any given level with the uniques on. All the uniques are gone. I'm going to have to care about actually scaling energy shields and then putting on the buff that gives you energy shield regen on command.
This place harbors an everlasting
Convalescence. Yeah, no, I was just sad. Also, if you have no webcam, the death clips don't hit as hard. But a smash cut of me realizing that I wasn't wearing half of the gear on my character probably would be a solid one. God, dude. I kind of want to go here instead. But we'll do that in a sec. So we'll go defense on this character now. We were getting carried by the uniques. We were just gonna go straight damage, but I think just going energy shield and actually work energy shield stuff, I think it's gonna be the Act 1 strat.
Join my steeple of death. These spirits are mine. The Eternals will
This is with 0 support gems right now, even though I got some extras I could use.
rend your soul. Cut down. The Eternals will never surrender.
This guy was pretty chill.
Ezamites buried here.
I don't know how
No peace.
tough the next guy's gonna be. We could also put a... I don't know if I want to socket this thing. But we've used this on 3 characters now. This Mace is really tough. Maybe we socket it. Turn it into the best leveling Mace possible. Damn, dude.
Not yet.
Slams are just crazy. And yeah, just looking at ES and seeing how it's not regenning, it's like it is just so reliant on the convalescence to get it going, I think. I don't know if meditation, there's definitely other things that can set it up. I've never played a monk before. Be over there. Top right. It's top right. Okay, I don't think there's a checkpoint. There it is. Is it not? Here? Okay. That's crazy. Yeah, I'm not looking forward to Act 2. So today, again, I'm gonna wrap in a bit, grab some food, and just kind of chill. But it'll be
Darkness. A soul lies dreaming of hate.
I'll have to decide if I might not stream tomorrow. I might go back to Monday, Wednesday, Friday on a character that like I'm not as tuned in on. But I'm also kind of no, never mind. We'll stick with Monday through Friday this week. I need something to distract myself, and then also until something changes IRL, yeah, I'll update you guys. But for now, it's just a good way to chill when the guys are doing their raid. I'm also skipping a lot of Rysium setups right now. It's pretty dumb. You should definitely be running these. But I just kind of wanted to go quick. Alright, we're going here. Actually, it's starting to get a ton of ES. That's the hope. Yeah, these should not be skipped. Such good stuff. And then I guess I do a lot of stuff where it's like either start a stream, I'm locked in, and then I'll go over and hopefully anybody who watches the VOD gets to catch some of the updates. But sometimes I do end of stream stuff too. And I think I am going to do an end of stream thing here. So after we kill this boss and then kill Lachlan, I'm going to show off some of the stuff I've been working on. Which I don't fully know how the best way to move forward with it is, or if there is something that I can work towards. But it just surprises me that nobody gives a fuck about the damage side of the game. I don't know if it was something that happens in PoE 1. But PoE2 DB has all the damage numbers for like all the monsters in the game. Focus on that in a sec. Oh, that's super dangerous. Nice. Not even close, baby. More. Other shoes could be good. Movement speed. Quick. Wait, they're actually less ES?
Hello. I've collected these over time. What do you think?
Whatever.
I suppose I can let that one go.
Oh, this fucking game early on. Okay. Let me actually grab some support gems. We've yet to... Shit's not supported. We do have an extra impact shockwave that's not extra. Fire attunement. Or... And bone shatter. Go aftershock. Kind of cheating. Oh yeah, and I'm using... Duh. We didn't support our auto attack last time. Wild. All right, let's go, dog.
At last, it's open! Praise the first ones! What is this?
But yeah, the cool defense spreadsheet kind of stuff. Spreadsheets are one thing, but being able to like make it super easy for players to figure out what probably killed them is something that GGG can do a way better job of. And they talked about adding like a death log or whatever the fuck. That's pretty helpful. They already have the data out though. Like everybody can already see a lot of like, especially if you're talking about bosshood, what damage and you know how much damage you're going to be taking from certain abilities. Just the player base just doesn't focus on it, and there's like no tools that care about it because most of the tools and everything is softcore trade focused. Oh shit. I was about to say I might actually die to that, but had enough EHP. GG's. That's gonna do it for the monk today. But we are gonna keep this guy going, and we are gonna just keep going with the mace setup that I've got. Back to town real quick, and pull up spreadsheet. Oh, this is not a good visual though. I posted it in the Discord. Let me just screenshot that image real quick and then laugh about it. So what happened here is let me actually just put that up to PoE2DB. So PoE2DB is like a premier website for Path of Exile. You can check modifiers, super important for items, but you can just also check mobs. So if you type in Arbiter of Ash, it's going to pull up the actual character. If you want to go to the boss itself, you can go to the boss page, and here they have all this info, as well as you selecting like the monster level. This is the hard part for me, and I still don't know exactly how I'm going to handle it, but you set it to like level 65 or whatever. I don't know what Arbiter guaranteed is, but if it's like level 90, when you scroll down here, it has access to all the abilities. And there is certain things that like wouldn't appear here. So something that has like a shotgun effect is going to do like this amount of damage times 5 or whatever. But in general, you can see the values that they're going to deal with. It's just in like, this is just like data, what do you call it? Data mined, right? So nobody's using this really, right? Like sometimes I'll pull this up every now and then I'll look, but like in general, this isn't usable, right? So what I did was I had a project that ate that data. So I'm basically caching all of it locally, and then I can work with it. So this is the chart that it pulled out of every single mob in the game, as well as every single boss, I'm pretty sure. I probably missed some, but anyways, there was one single outlier here. So it's Benedictus. And if we look up Benedictus, and we scroll down, for some reason, it's a very visual ability that he has, where he puts like rocks on the edge of the arena. I don't know if he literally like locks it out, but it does 10 times anything close to it. Like the closest thing to it is Arbiter of Ashes. I think it's like 18,000 fire damage one shot, and then his is just way up here. So his is 10 times that, and then like that is 10 times most other things. So this is one of those things where it's like, it's kind of cool to see visually. And then if I remove that as an outlier in the Arbiter Ash one, you get something like this, where I also broke it down. So we have access to all the damage types as well. So if I want to just rip everything and only show chaos, you're gonna see the bosses throughout campaign that are gonna be doing chaos damage. Viper and man, I've been saying her name wrong the whole time. Why did I call her Natsir? Anyways, Viper does damage when she's floating, and it's the purple visuals on the grounds. Lady Elswith is in the interludes. She's got some pretty clear purple damage. Lithara the Wayward Spear is the one where we were farming it actually today. This is the one that everybody knows about. It's Yama the Whites. He's got a bunch of Chaos Slams. And then this is the Raven Trickster. So the final, I think, Delirium boss fight. But anyways, this is like a cool little thing that I've been working on. Mostly working on the parsing of the data. So basically, if anybody knows how to just get the data mine, like, I don't know where this comes from. But right now I'm just scraping PoE2 DB pretty conservatively. So like not doing these calls too often, and then just grabbing it. And then once I have it locally, I can work on that. But when it comes to the damage at various levels, I would have to cache every single mob in the game for every single level, and I don't want to do that. So what I'll probably end up with is like breakpoints. So maybe every 10 levels or something, starting at level 10. I don't know. Yeah, let me pause there and then show off one final thing. This is Path of Building, but apparently you can really easily fork Path of Building and just do whatever the fuck you want. So what I ended up doing here, I think it auto-updated. Anyways, in Path of Building, there's this enemy stats section, and what you can do here... Oh, is this not... Hold up, that's the wrong one. No, never mind. It is the right run. It just reset the code or whatever. Anyways, what I was thinking about having set up somewhere is either a drop down in Path of Building where you say, like enemy stats. Instead of enemy stats, you just say this character, and then like the character would have a bunch of drop downs on abilities. I wouldn't worry about the defenses that they have. It would be more the outgoing damage, which is the stuff at the bottom. And then, you know, that might be super helpful for players. I don't really know. If anybody's interested, leave a comment. Could be cool. But again, doing this at the end of stream is wrong. It's definitely something you'd want to do earlier on. We're chilling. It is what it is. And multiple character deaths today, but the monk, I think, will be chill. We'll have to figure out energy shields, all that regen and all that good shit later on, but we'll probably clear Act 1 tomorrow, and then we'll have like a chill Act 2. Yeah, as always, thanks for watching, guys. If you're still here, like the content, like, subscribe.